Okay, welcome back, guys. If you're tuning in right now, this is the Sex Sunday Evening Cup Series Reloaded Season 2. I'm your host tonight, Pyronic EX, and casting with me, I've got the voluptuous Cheese. He is AFK for a sec. If you're watching this in game with a ticket, I hope you enjoy the cast. If you're watching the stream, I also hope you appreciate the cast. But if you would like to support my Twitch stream, you can come over on twitch.tv/PyroniceX. And it looks like we're getting into it here. We've been following this team, Volcania Gaming, for a little while, and they've played some pretty good games.
Radiant's
despite the connection issues of their captain, Juan CTC. It looks like those have been ironed out for this game, although Orange Camus has disconnected here. As long as the captain isn't disconnected, they can get on with their picks just fine.
5 seconds.
Another commonality Volcania's had is they've gone
Reserve time.
really heavy into their bonus time pretty frequently on their picks and bans. Even on bans where a lot of teams will just kind of ban out the heroes that they know. So Bian's team here is a little bit of an unknown, as we have not seen this team yet so far. And they are looking pretty good. They've gotten this far, so they can't be that bad. They are definitely no slouches. And Volcania is still taking their time trying to decide on what they want to ban. Hey Cheese, you back?
Yes, I am.
Hey, welcome back.
I hope my roommate's drumming is not too disturbing.
Couldn't really hear it that much before, so it's
That's
not
good.
too bad.
He's serenading a lady, so I hope it's going well for him.
Yeah. So Volcania is taking the sweet time deciding on bans here again, and Camus, the Tinker from last game, has also disconnected. It's having issues. And
Dyer's
Invoker?
ban.
Banned again?
Yep.
Timber, it's always
Radiant's
Timber and
ban.
Invoker.
Although we're getting a Doom ban out here.
So Bian probably saw the Doom from last game, possibly, we don't know. Or, just banning Doom is really good in general.
Yeah, he's a good hero to get rid of there.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Now we have 2 disconnects on Volcania.
Oh no. Wow, okay,
Dyer's
Dusa
ban.
disconnecting as well. And Nyx getting banned out. There's another pretty solid ban. It's not really unexpected, something we've seen a lot of.
I
10
don't think
seconds to
Nyx
go.
has made it through the banning phase once
Yeah.
tonight,
Yeah.
at least in our games.
5 seconds. Reserve time.
And now Bian, BT is working into their reserve time. And banning
Oh,
Slark.
good Radiant's pick.
Did we see another team ban Slark earlier tonight?
Yes, he was banned, I think, around the 4th or 5th phase last game. He made it through
Interesting.
quite a while.
Yeah. The game that we did see a Slark, though, he was not really that terrifying. He was mostly picked as a counter to the mid Queen of Pain. He didn't really end up having much of an effect on the
10
game.
seconds to go.
So
He
I
was
don't know.
able to, yeah, he was able to pick off their supports a
5
few
seconds.
times, but that never transitioned to anything like winning a team fight or pushing something.
And he frequently
Reserve time.
pretty much was only using the pounce after like Nightmare and Arrow had gone through.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really convinced of Slark's ban-worthiness at this point.
A lot of people think he's overrated. He, I think in pubs, if you're squishy support,
Yeah.
he makes your life miserable. But I think
Dyer's
at this,
pick.
yeah,
We have not seen an Alchemist yet tonight.
no, he either
he's-
gets banned out or skipped over completely.
Yeah, he gets banned pretty frequently these days. even with the nerfs to Unstable Concoction, it is still one of the best stuns in this game.
And we've talked about this before, but he had 1400 night vision
Yeah.
opposed to the default
10
800
seconds
that
to
most
go.
heroes have, I believe,
Yep, that's the
which
default.
is absurd. It made his
5
ability to
seconds.
roam and gank disgusting.
Yeah, no matter what time of day, like if you were in that jungle in his
Reserve
vision,
time.
he would be able to throw that unstable concoction from a stupid distance away.
Yep.
Uh,
So I like to see how BT responds with the Alchemist pick and what they want to first pick up. Luna, all
ooh,
right,
okay.
and Venomancer.
Oh,
I'm very excited for
Radiant's
this.
so
pick.
that's already the makings of a terrifying tri-lane for anyone who gets caught in
Yeah.
that. I
So
think
Venom.
if
Yeah, go ahead.
they'll go for, I think, like a hard stun or a disruption maybe, and then if they try to stick like a solo offlane against that, it'll be a
Melt.
nightmare. Yeah,
Yeah, and the Lunar Blessing, helps
yeah.
Radiant's pick.
the
Venomancer's
right
attack damage.
clicks.
Yeah, Venomancer's attack damage is absolutely sick. Anyways, giving him that Lunar Blessing in addition to
Dyer's
Poison
ban.
Sting is just ludicrous. I like the Ancient Apparition pickup though. It combos well with Unstable Concoction.
Yes. You throw down Cold Feet, you stun them for what's the max stun on Unstable? 4 seconds?
Yeah, it's 4 seconds now.
10
And
seconds
then
to
you get your
go.
Cold Feet proc, so let's see.
Yep.
And last game,
Ooh.
if I remember when we saw AA before,
Radiant's ban.
he was very effective.
Yeah, I think you alluded that they may have watched this last game, but I think that now we're getting a little more evidence to that
Yeah.
if they're banning out a Tinker, so the Tinker and Doom were
10
very
seconds
effective
to
in this
go.
last game.
Well, when you see Volcania Kamuxi's
5
hashtag
seconds.
Tinker, it gives you a slight suspicion that he might play Tinker a lot and
His
possibly be very
Reserve
good at it.
time.
his Steam profile picture is also Tinker, so
So BT might not have been even
10
watching any
seconds to
previous
go.
games and just taking hints from
yeah.
aesthetics.
If I ever get back into professional
Dyer's
Dota, I'm just
ban.
gonna like call myself Meepo,
Dyer's
and just
pick.
change my Steam profile picture to Meepo.
There you go.
And try and bait out those Meepo bans.
Ban out the respect bans.
Yeah. Storm Spirit getting
And they had a Storm
locked out
Spirit
too.
last game,
Yeah,
too.
seriously, they're going real hard into this. We'll have to see what Volcania are gonna pick up as they're clearly like okay with playing all these heroes that are being banned. Let's see if they've got some other
10
comfort zones they
seconds to
can
go.
fall back to.
5
Yeah, and
seconds.
this comes, when you see certain players get really good at a certain hero, and they're like, oh, that's
Reserve
amazing.
time.
But it's like, if you ban them out, then, that player is not going to be as great as they can be. Like, what was it? Was it Dexter and his Earth Spirit? Like, imagine
Yeah.
if that was any other hero but Earth Spirit, people would just first ban it against Dexter all the time.
Yeah,
Or
man.
Jrax, I think it was. Jraxi.
Yeah. There's a lot of players who have heroes like that, like Blitz's Storm Spirit,
Mhm.
or on occasion Deadly
Radiant's
Pudge
pick.
will just get that ban regardless.
So, I really like the Earthshaker.
That does fit really well into that potential tri-lane Luna Venomancer Earthshaker.
Because that gives them that really long engagement with the Fisher.
Even if the Gale is the first one to go out, that gives Earthshaker like a stupid amount of
Dyer's
time
pick.
to set up a perfect block. Like
Yes.
if you can't set up a block on a hero who is being slowed by a Gale, then you may have to rethink your aspirations for professional Dota. And I do like the Weaver though. If any hero is going to get out of some Gale, some venomous Gale into Fisher, a Shikuchi Weaver is going to do it.
Yeah, even though every time I
10
see a
seconds
Weaver,
to
he never
go.
gets off-laned, he gets put in a tri-lane. So we'll see.
We could
5
we
seconds.
could see this as a tri-lane, like Ancient Apparition, Alchemist, Weaver, maybe some early
Reserve
points
time.
into the Swarm, just throwing out that extra damage.
We'll see, yeah, because they only have the Earthshaker for lockdown. So we'll see.
Yeah, hey, maybe it could be Crit Shaker. It is not outside the realm of possibility.
We did see that last time Earthshaker got hilariously farmed.
Radiant's pick.
Yeah. Oh man, this Nature's Prophet.
Here comes the rat.
Ooh, and counter
Dyer's
push.
ban.
Yeah. If there are heroes scarier than Nature's Prophet to push, Death Prophet is one of them.
And I don't even know if that was a counter or I mean, I think it was I don't know if it was counter because they locked down that Death Prophet so quickly. I
10
feel like they
seconds to
wanted
go.
it.
It's not really that surprising that
Radiant's
they would
ban.
want it though. Although does not have a mid pick yet. Death Prophet does have some issues against some mid picks.
Yes. OD is in the pool.
Yeah.
He has not been banned.
10 seconds to
And
go.
Odie is definitely a hero that does pretty good against Weaver.
And guess who
Dyer's
immediately gets
pick.
banned as we speak of that?
Yeah.
Radiant's
But
pick.
then with the pushing theme of BT's hero picks, we get the Pugna as the last pick.
Yeah, and Venomancer wards are very good at pushing or slowing down a push, so we'll see how if BT's able to execute this push strategy. But Volcania has one more pick. I'm
Mhm.
curious how they are going to
10 seconds
respond.
to
Either
go.
an off lane or a hard carry, or they could put the Alchemist in the hard carry and pick
5
up another
seconds.
support. But I would not be surprised if we saw another big pusher.
Maybe a Shadow
Reserve time,
Shaman,
5 seconds.
I could even see something like a Dragon Knight.
possibly.
And
Oh.
Mage.
So
Technically a pusher once he gets all his items.
I don't think the Anti-Mage is a weird pick, because if you look at BT, what stuns do they have?
Hmm.
Only Earthshaker.
Hmm.
And once he gets his Battle Fury, he can split push just as well as a Nature's Prophet.
Man, I can't remember the last time I've seen an anti-mage.
Last time I saw one, I
Everybody
remember
gets
seeing
it.
him promptly put in the dumpster, so we'll see how well this one does.
Oh man. Yeah, so the Dyers, actually both teams in here look like they could have come straight out of late 2012. Just straight up. Like, all of these heroes have been in the game for more than a year at this point.
Yeah, it's weird to see the AM versus Luna, because when Luna was extremely popular, the only other pick you would see was Gyrocopter.
Yeah.
And Gyrocopter was in the pool, but his push isn't really as fast or constant as the AM because Flat Cannon has a cooldown.
Yeah, he got
30
he got
seconds
some
to go.
nerfs too. So Gyrocopter not quite as popular as a pick as
He's
he
still
used to be.
extremely strong.
And
So
a really farmed Luna is one of those heroes that can deal with an anti-mage once he's got that Manta and everything else stacked up. Because he'll just bounce and he's got that real hard hitting Lucent Beam.
So
away
immediate
we go.
Sentry.
Are we gonna see Unstable Concoction on this Luna? No, he's not going for it.
No.
I would like to see that aggression.
They want to deward this immediately. It looks like
And this is an offensive tri lane I'm pretty excited about.
this. So this is tri-lane on tri-lane.
Yep.
Who do you think
Ooh,
has the
they're
advantage in
smoking
this
up.
tri-lane?
They are going for something here.
Oh.
Oh.
They want to
Oh,
put this
no.
Pugna down immediately. They want him to have no room to breathe. I don't think this does not look good for this Pugna. Not the longest
No,
stun.
wow.
Oh, no.
So the reason that failed is one, he didn't charge that Unstable Concoction nearly long enough. And two, the Ancient Apparition was not anywhere close. Also, well, so he leveled Chilling Touch, first of all.
Right.
And also, he was not close enough to even attack that Pugna until he had already been able to move for another couple seconds.
Yeah, and AA saying he has lag, so maybe that contributed to the failed game.
That could have been an issue. But they do, even if you don't get that kill, you put the Pugna on edge here, and he has to go through his regen pretty hard.
Yeah, he's already eaten
One of
Storm.
his two pooled tangos.
Yeah, he's already at half HP.
Once this Death Prophet gets to level 3, he can just throw out a couple more Crypt Swarms and Yeah, things are not looking great for Pugna. He needs to get to that 650 gold for the bottle.
Also, look at the ward at top. They look at it.
Wow, one health.
What is he waiting
That's a
for?
first blood.
What? What?
So Anti-Mage proving he has the biggest balls in the entire game. Just
How did he?
going in on a Nature's Prophet at level 2.
How did he? I don't even know anymore. I don't know what's going on. This game is. I'm calling shenanigans on this game already.
He must have let him, like, the Nature's Prophet
Radiant's
let
top
himself
tower
get
is
too
taking
low.
hits.
He thought he was going to be safe under his tower. Anti-Mage said nope, and blinked on top of him, and just went for it.
So the
Wow.
Nature's Prophet, his TP is on.
Nature's
on-
Prophet bought a Norma Venom, so...
So his TP was on cooldown. So it looks like he tried to TP out, and the AM just.
Well, he TP'd back to lane when he respawned.
He didn't use the scroll.
No. Look at how many items he has. The Orb of Venom, Ring of Basilius.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, never mind. Anyways, so nothing going on this top lane right now.
They're just pulling, like, they know they have to be careful around this tri-lane. But, you know, Ancient Apparition and Alchemist really need levels. The level 1 Ancient Apparition is not going to do anything when it comes to either ganking or counter-ganking.
Yeah, and the Chilling Touch really, really, really depends. Oh, did someone just die? Oh, no, someone did. Okay. But the Chilling Touch from the AA really depends on that Alchemist getting the full stun off.
Man, this ranged Orb of Venom is... It's a little bit silly. Like, he's doing it, and he's putting that dot on Anti-Mage.
Oh, very nice Fisher by the Earthshaker. This Weaver's dead. He can't get out of this.
Yep.
Very
good-
nice.
Good
Fisher.
sentry use. And this Ancient Apparition is still level 1, Alchemist only level 2. They need to do something here. I'm a little bit worried that their whole plan for this hinged on them getting the First Blood level 1,
And it didn't work.
and it didn't work.
Didn't work. The Weaver just died. The Luna has boots and a Bassi.
Yeah.
This Weaver.
Venomance
Doesn't
was
have an
level
Aquila.
3. I actually think the Venomancer's auto attacks are scarier
Auto.
than the Lunas at this point.
So, Nature's Prophet has no mana, but this AM is really low. Look at this. He's just pestering with the treants.
And he's got the double blades of attack. So this harass is starting to become unbearable for Anti-Mage. He's going through all his regen.
And in response, the two supports immediately rotate bottom.
Well, so the Ancient Apparition finally got level 2, and I think that's what they were waiting for. So now he actually has the Cold Feet for this combo.
Furion does have his TP. We'll see if it makes a difference.
There we go.
He does. Yeah, very nice.
It's not even
Just
gonna
too
matter.
much damage.
Yep.
Turns to gray.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom
And
tower.
they desperately need more of those.
AM. Are they gonna pull AM any regen while they're down there? Yeah, they're gonna give him some regen.
So now I'm interested to see what the Nature's Prophet is going to do. Is he just going to immediately head back to the lane and risk being ganked like that again? He's got enough levels he could just go into the jungle.
Yeah, and nope, he's gonna go right back.
Going right back to the tower?
Yeah, he's just hesitating.
Yeah, he spammed his teleport a couple times there.
So the Luna is out CSing this Weaver top. More denies.
It's not really
more or less
surprising
things.
considering the Weaver died once already and he's solo up there now.
The Venomancer's level 4. Earthshaker is 3. While the AA is still 2.
Earthshaker is going for the completely traditional build. We're not seeing anything very different out of him.
Like what? Like a Soul Ring or anything like that?
No, not item build, skill build.
Okay.
We're not seeing that max aftershock with only 1 point in Fisher.
Yeah, they want that little extra lockdown for the Weaver.
Yeah, I think just with how fast a Weaver
Radiant's
is,
mid-tower
being able to
could
hit
use a
those,
hand.
that damage that far away is pretty important. Pugna having to use Nether Blast on illusions.
So this Pugna and Death Prophet are pretty neck and neck. No one really has the clear advantage, but
Oh,
both.
Death Prophet is a bit ahead in terms of experience just because of the denies. She's got 8 denies over the Pugna, and is starting to
Yeah.
last hit a little bit better.
What's going to make a big difference to see who gets the tower first, because both are extremely good pushers.
So I don't think either of them can take a tower with the other one there. Like they're gonna have
Yeah.
to wait until somebody either
Ganks.
gets ganked or goes to gank. Yeah.
And this Pugna, if he's too low on mana, he's not going to be able to get tower. But if Death Prophet does have enough mana for her Ghost, the tower's gone.
So does this Pugna even have? Okay, he has the bottle. It's just sitting in the fountain. He's waiting for boots money. It looks like.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, those aren't his boots. That is his bottle is just kind of
The Dire
traveling
might
away.
wanna mine their top tower.
Very nice pull by the Venomancer top, by the way.
Oh, nice. He's brought it back or brought it over to the other side. This alchemist still only level 3. He really needs experience. Weaver's almost 6, and I think the Weaver can relax a little bit once he gets that 6.
He's just trying to soak XP. He wants to hit level 6.
Yeah, he kind of desperately wants to hit level 6.
And I don't know how he's been solo up here for the last several, or at least a minute or two, and I'm really surprised he hasn't picked it up. He's just so scared of this Veno and Earthshaker.
As he should be, but I'm not sure the alchemist should be sitting up here still. If
Nature's Prophet TPing top.
oh wow,
Nice Sprout.
he's still level
Oh, the
5.
damage.
He's gonna get out. Oh no,
Still
they're gonna. Okay, yeah, he's got the TP scroll.
The
Well,
Venomancer
top
was not able
tower's
to
in
tag him
bad
with the
shape.
Poison Sting.
Yep.
If he had that, he would have been dead.
Yeah.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom
And now they're
tower?
planning to take this tower.
I think they're gonna get this tower easily. But if the Death Prophet notices that the Pugna's up there, she
Dire's
can
bottom tower's
get the
getting
middle
business.
tower with just as much
Radiant's
speed.
top tower's hurting.
It doesn't look like
One
she's
last
aiming
top
for that
tower
immediately.
For the Radiant.
Unfortunately.
No, she doesn't have the. Are they gonna go for a tier 2? Yep.
Dire's mid
No, they're
tower
gonna back
won't
up.
last much longer.
The mech is gonna come out for the Pugna. That'll be good. Man, that is a shiny ass Shagbark.
It's a little too much for me.
Hmm.
But since Fear and TP top, this gives AM a lot more breathing room, and he did get his ring of regen.
He's farming much better now, and Ancient Apparition is getting some experience, which is really nice. But he's got literally no items. His inventory is completely empty. Oh, he's got a lot of stuff flying out to him though.
We might
The
see
Dire
the
best
same
do
build from
something
last
about
time where
that
the
bottom
AA just
tower.
saves up for the point booster and nothing else.
No, he's getting wards and TV scrolls, so
Dire's bottom
it's
tower's
not
getting
he's
the
not
business.
playing that automatically.
Pugno picks up his mech too, which is
Yeah.
pretty important.
And he's gonna go after this tower. So I feel like the Death Prophet is kind of just giving this up. He's been focusing on farming these creeps like in the jungle pretty heavily in between waves, and he's spending his mana to do that rather than trying to push the wave. So I have to assume that it's on purpose. Like he's okay with letting that tower go in order to go for more last hits.
Yeah, and the Dire seem perfectly content with giving this AM farm. They're very confident that getting Luna farmed will pay off for them.
And clearly they said they haven't seen the comic, right?
No.
And like all we need is another 30 minutes for this anti-mage. That tower's starting to get kind of low.
Yeah, the Nature's Prophet.
Ooh, this smoked Venomancer. Not sure where he's gonna go.
Just supposed to get some wards down. He is gonna. Oh, very nice. He spots out the ward.
We get to
Go,
see
little
how.
ward, go.
Yeah,
go.
that's gonna take a while.
Well, I'm gonna watch this for a while. I don't think anything else is going on over the map.
Yeah. The Radiant team is playing pretty defensive, but the Dire
As
team
they should.
also isn't pressing the advantage they just got from taking that tower.
I think the Dire are willing to let the Radiant sit back and farm a little bit, just so that Luna rushing a Yasha actually.
The problem is like that's maybe not the right attitude to be taking when you've got both an alchemist and an anti-mage on the other team. Despite this alchemist starting as a support, once he starts getting levels in Grievel's Greed,
The dire
and he
best
is like
do
farming
something about
stacks
that
in the
bottom
jungle
tower.
with acid spray, like he can just as easily transition into a carry.
Yeah, the thing is that the support alchemist they don't have. He's going to be the mech carrier this game, and he needs a medallion too. So it's going to be a
I mean,
little ways.
are you sure? Like the Death Prophet can go for a mech after she gets this Yules, without much trouble at all.
Possibly. I feel the thing is that I don't feel like Death Prophet is that the best mech carrier because generally she'll kind of skirt around team fights and she might be out of range of her allies for the mech AoE. Also, that's mana she has to spend that she's not spending it on Crypt Swarms.
Yeah,
While the Alchemist has this, very useful ult that gives him tons of mana regen.
and mech or Midas coming out for Nature's Prophet. This is a little bit of a late Midas.
It's perfectly acceptable because he really needs that phase boost to help him control
Radiant's
the lane
bottom
and help
tower
his
ain't a pretty
teammates fight.
sight right now.
Yeah,
And actually, a 12-minute minus is not slow at all.
I think the Luna and the Pugna are gonna
Radiant's
make a
bottom
play
tower
for this
seen
tower.
better
It's
days.
only got a little bit of health left, as well as the bottom tower is going down to Venno and Nature's Prophet.
Yeah,
brewing at
so
Radiant's bottom
Volcania
tower.
does have good
Radiant's
split push, but
bottom
it depends on the
tower's
AM
done
getting a
for.
Battle Fury. While they have a Nature's Prophet, this Venno with almost he has 2 points in wards, and a Pugna, like their push is just already online.
Yeah, and much of that pushing they're things that won't get hit by ghosts and exorcism. Like if this was Chen pushing or Enchantress pushing, or with Necrobooks and Treants, like the exorcism would take care of all that stuff. But when we have wards, plague wards, and like Nether Blast taking out a tower, there's not a lot you can do to defend against it. Oh, there's the mech completely counteracting that Crypt Swarm.
Immediately used to tank up the treants. They really want this mid tower.
Good acid spray though.
Radiant's gone and fortified their
They're
structures.
delaying it.
I'm not sure I like that fortification. I think they should have let those attacks happen and just gone for the deny. And Pugna giving up some free gold here. 80 gold going to the Weaver on that.
I guess they're just trying to delay as much time as possible for the AM. He is very close to his Battle Fury. He's only 300 gold.
Yeah.
And which isn't, 15-minute Battle Fury is pretty much the maximum time you want and be considered okay.
Ooh.
Things are happening mid.
Yeah, so they've got the sentry there. The Weaver needs to be really careful about where he Shukuchi is during these fights, or that Earthshaker is just going to cut him off completely.
Yeah, and they're going to deny
Radiant's
it.
mid
Yeah, I did
tower's
get the
been
deny.
disowned.
Alright, so, I think
Dire
it's worth
structure's
it if they
looking
get the deny
fortified.
out for the fort.
Where did... Oh, Anti-Mage, just jumped over.
Looks like
They
Dire's
denied the
bottom
bottom tower
tower
as well,
got
so...
disowned.
Yeah, but that's
Trading
his Battle
denies.
Fury. He's going to Yep, here comes the
Radiant's
split
top
push.
tower's in bad shape.
They actually, TP'd to top instead. He's getting stuff flown out to him, though.
So Furion almost has 2,000 gold in the bank. What do you think is going to come out for him?
I gotta say... So it's gonna be Shadowblade or Necrobook. Probably both, but...
Which one do you think he wants first, though?
Shadowblade, probably.
You think
think-
so?
Yeah, I think you need to be safe with the Shadowblade before you go into the Necrobook.
Yeah, especially, it's really it's like surprising, but an AM can actually solo the Nature's Prophet,
Yeah.
and
And, wow.
you wouldn't expect it.
Dire's
This is
top
going to
tower,
take them quite a
you
while,
know the drill.
but they are going to get this.
They can do it though. They've got the mech, they've got the treants, they got the wards.
They
Weaver
are
will
spotted
spot
out.
us
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
And we might see, a big Ancient Apparition ult.
So they're gonna.
Exorcism going off. Where was that? Oh, she's just taking the mid tower. Okay.
So they know they can't stop it. It's way too low. Also, the AA ult was on cooldown. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, it's just back up now. If
Like,
they...
Dire's mid
Okay,
tower's
she gets
having-
the
Dire
tower.
couldn't hang on to that mid
Oh,
tower.
God. That's such an unfortunate AA ult. I guess they really aren't interested in fighting this. You're totally right. Like they are just they are trying to avoid conflict as much as possible, and just give this anti-mage like 40 minutes to farm.
Yeah, and he does, he has his treads. He's got 1600 gold now actually. Like he's gonna
Yeah,
have his ultimate orb soon or Yasha.
it's starting to turn into a situation where like the Dire team isn't pushing enough, even though they've gotten all three of these outer towers down. If they don't speed things up and get ready to take a Rax, like they're not going to get the opportunity later.
Yeah. I think the Dire are the time bomb's ticking for them now. They
Yeah.
actually like they really secured the early game and the AM they're like, he's a pushover at this point, but now it's they got to be careful.
The Weaver is catching up on farm as well, and the Alchemist is actually the Alchemist is still really doing poorly.
He does have his medallion.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he is lacking in levels.
We're gonna see a BKB come out soon for the Death Prophet. That'll be really nice. Just going right from Yules into the BKB with the Exorcism going. It's just tons of damage, tons of avoidance. And there's the Vlads.
Oh, so how do you feel about Vlad's on AM? Oh, A ulti on top lane.
Oh, that
That
Luna.
Luna's extremely low.
God, if they had like something else global, just
Dyer's
anything,
mid-tower
like Nature's
needs a
Prophet
little
ult or
help.
something, they could have.
Storm Spirit to jump in and then jump
Yeah.
right back out.
That
But
that cancels the push.
it stops the push, and that's
Yeah.
what they need to do. They need to stall for another 20 minutes. Now, I personally do not like Vlad's on AM because what does it give you? A little armor and some lifesteal so you can sustain in a jungle or during your push.
It gives them a nice chunk of damage too.
15% this early in the game is not that big of a deal. Later on, it does pay off,
Yeah.
but I really think you want the Yasha
Mm.
or the ultimate orb to tank up or to move faster.
Also, with the Yasha, like Yasha in Battle Fury, he can't take stacked ancients like this.
True.
He needs the lifesteal and the armor. And if his team can keep stacking those up, I think that'll pay off in about 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of the Dire team just kind of scattering, farming around the map, and this is exactly where the Radiant wants them to be.
Yes. They're... Oh, Death Prophet DCs.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, Juan, no, this is not the time for your problems to come back.
Juan's connection has slowly been improving throughout the night.
This is like he is in an important position, and he very, very much needs to be in this game. Deuce also disconnected.
Just for good measure.
Yeah. Man, things are looking. Oof. Like this is so scary to watch. Just not even from a like a gameplay point of view, just whether or not they'll be able to reconnect to the game.
Yeah. This Weaver... So he's going for Lincoln's, and Lincoln's actually does not... Does Lincoln's block Earthshaker's Fisher? Do you know that?
Yes.
It does
Yes.
block Fisher?
So the Fisher will go out, but it won't stun the Weaver, but it will take, and it will pop the Lincolns. But the Fisher will go out, and it will stun and damage other players.
Oh yeah. Fisher is blocked by Lincoln's. Okay.
Yep.
So I was going to say the Lincoln's pickup not the best, but with actually the Moonbeam, Lucent Beam, which is a mini stun, and the Fisher, yeah, it will work out okay for him. And so look at Nature Prophet went for a 4-staff.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I enjoy that pick either as much because it doesn't accomplish anything for him besides getting out of maybe like the Death Prophet ult.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that at all. Like, I think one of the best ways to counter like the Death Prophet pushing is those Necro books because she can't make it not hit the Necro Warrior, and
Exactly.
that'll take out big chunks of her health.
Anything, honestly, a Shadow Blade would make me feel better because then you could split push more and just
Yeah.
get out scot free. Or I personally really like Orchid because Orchiding that Weaver or Orchiding that AM so he can't blink out could be very big.
Um, so I think the other benefit to Nature's Prophet getting Shadow Blade, which I don't think is really can really be stated enough, is that like the Radiant supports have been really taxed on gold this game, and having to get reveal for their Nature's Prophet just kind of bankrupts them. Like they're so poor already, having to go for that when they aren't currently really having to do that, it just kind of ruins their aspirations of getting items later in the game. Less so for the alchemist as he's going to be getting Grievel's Greed pretty soon.
Right.
But that ancient apparition can basically kiss any other items goodbye. And he does have a point booster, so he's going that same build as we saw a couple of games ago.
The patented wand point booster rush.
Yep. It doesn't even have the wand this time. He's just going straight for wards.
He did get boots though before the point booster. That's a big change.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, Aghanim's upgrade on nature and apparition. You don't see that very often.
It's extremely good. It's 17 seconds. You can't regen.
Yeah. Is that the only thing the scepter upgrades? Is the
Well, so
duration?
the duration extends, so that means the dot lasts for longer too.
Oh, right.
And the dots, I think,
What's the? Okay, yeah. The wow. Okay, that like almost doubles the duration, so that's a
yeah,
lot more damage. Okay.
it's extremely good. And no one, and no one on the Radiant, none other besides the Death Prophet, no one else is rushing a BKB. So, and the Weaver can time lapse the AA ult, but he wants to time lapse other things like he has to worry about Venomancer ult, he has to worry about Earthshaker, Eclipse. There's so many things he has to time lapse.
Yeah. Uh, but thankfully, like they don't really have a whole lot of disabled to stop him from time lapsing. Like, he's got a lot of reasons that he might have to use it, but once the like Earthshaker stun combo is over, then he kind of has free reign to do it whenever he wants. But I don't know, he's kind of far from items. He needs that Lincoln's pretty bad.
So, Ag's AA ult total at max rank does 1,000 damage.
I was doing the math a little bit in my head, and that's pretty crazy. Yeah. It's probably more than 1,000. It's probably 1,000 after resists. Um, and then yeah, 12%. If they fall under the 12%, then they're just dead.
Yeah, and it works like Axe's culling. It's coded that it does like 1,000,000 damage to you,
Yeah.
and it clears all your buffs.
So you know what I kind of noticed last game is that's like with the scepter duration.
Hmm.
That's as long as Doom.
Yeah.
Like Doom is 15 seconds and goes up to 18, I think, with the scepter. So
Hmm.
fuck, like think about how long a Doom lasts when you want it to be off of you, and then that is like how long you can't heal for in any way or shape or form.
Yep.
That's like say goodbye to trying to team fight. Period. So, I'm still sitting here. Wow. Okay, so he's just straight up restarting his computer, apparently. Hmm. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever indeed.
I guess I'm gonna take a look at the brackets and see what else is going on, see if these other games have finished. So we do have a little bit of time here. Let's see. So what did I say this was, like, quarterfinal match before?
Quarterfinals, something.
Possibly. E-Hug has already won their game, so the winner
Good
of
for
this
them.
game is going to be playing against E-Hug. And that's a semifinals match. That should be a really good game. Both teams have been playing pretty well, and I'd like to see how they match up. Not Dusa and Zona Gaming hasn't finished yet. Neither has Impulse Plus 4 or Cock. Just noticed that team name.
Oh yeah. I noticed them quite early, and I was like, I'll root for them.
Yeah, they're doing well. I
Um,
actually want to see who's on that team now.
Probably just as foul mouthed named.
Let's see.
So
Hmm.
you've played Dota for quite a while.
Yep.
What do you have? Are you familiar with Abyssal Underlord at all?
The Pit Lord, he was pretty late in Dota 1 compared to when I played. And he was pretty terrible when he first got put into the game. Like, nobody used him for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all his spells were kind of buggy, and his nuke did barely any damage, so he wasn't really looked at for a while. But my understanding is that people eventually figured out how to play him, and his stats got buffed up a little bit, and he's super useful apparently.
So how do you play him? Because I've only seen him. I've watched one video of him played, and he seems like he's really good at able to split push.
So if I remember correctly, his ult is a team teleport.
Opens a rift between a target friendly unit's position, and after a short delay, Abyssal Underlord and all nearby friendlies are teleported to that location.
It's
It
so
can,
it's the opposite of Keeper of the Light's recall,
okay,
basically.
but it's
So
an AOE.
instead of bringing a friendly unit who's far away to your team, you send your whole team to a friendly unit who is far away.
That sounds so clowny and trolly.
Yeah. So you could have like a Tinker split pushing, and then you have your other four heroes like pushing hard against another lane. Like they start to show up, and you're just like, "See ya," and send your whole team to the Tinker.
Hmm.
He's got some other stuff. Like he's got a pit. Like he's got a like kinetic he's got like a cage that'll, I think, it roots people if they touch the outside for like a couple seconds. There's some
Any
League of
unit
Legends
that
skills here
enters it
somewhere
is
in that.
unable to move for some time and takes damage.
Yeah.
So
Firestorm is like it's like a dot AoE. It doesn't
right.
apply a dot to players, but it does like multiple waves. Well, it does a dot afterwards. It burns for a couple seconds.
So what? How do you play him? Like, how does he get worked into a team?
He's so I think he's kind of like team support basically. He played in the same kind of role as like a disruptor or keeper of the light, like those guys who have useful abilities, but don't really do a whole lot by themselves. Like they go with other heroes to get kills
Hmm.
and generally piss people off.
So he uses Dark Rift to help, like, you could split push with like 2 or 3 allies and then immediately bring them back for a team fight. Like, is it kind of like a wisp on a bigger scale?
It looks like we're back, but I'm not super familiar with the mechanics on that. If it like requires channeling or gets canceled by damage, we'll have to wait until it comes to Dota 2 to see exactly how that works.
Yeah, because for some reason I think that hero looks interesting and cool. But anyways, back to this. AM split pushing.
And yeah, like they were trying to go for him, but he's going to be perfectly fine. I really think the Nature's Prophet doesn't want to get anywhere near him. BKB getting picked up by Death Prophet, that's super good for her.
Yes, that's really big, especially against the Pugna ward and the Venomancer ult.
Yeah.
This Weaver is not too far away from Malinkins. It's probably gonna be like 24, 25 minutes, if I had to guess. This AM is just cutting the creeps, doing that AM thing.
The Dire team is moving in for a big push here.
Yeah,
We're gonna
this
see.
AM can't slow it
Dire's
down. It
mid
doesn't matter
towers
how many
having
creeps he
technical
skips. The
difficulties.
Nature's Prophet just makes more.
Radiant's
They're actually
top
going
tower is
to. They're trying to
taking
snipe this tier
This
2.
AA ult's gonna hit 3,
The Radiant lost the top
but
tower.
there's not much they can do
Hope
about
the
it.
Dire weren't
Yeah, that's
partial to
not
that
really
mid
enough
tower.
damage.
They want to force the racks.
Radiant's top
I
tower is
really
hurting.
don't think they should be trying to go for this trade. Death Prophet comes back, but her
Breaking
ult is going to
the
be down.
Radiant structures like this.
It's going to end in a
Dire's
couple
mid
seconds,
tower
so
won't last much longer. Radiant's top tower is hurting.
that's one of the downsides
Dire's
of
mid
Ancient
tower
Apparition
could
is
use
he's
a little
really bad at dealing with pushes like this where there's lots of units to hit. Like he's just got
Dire's
nothing
mid
basically
tower
when his
won't
ult is
last
down.
much longer.
Especially it's a level 1 ult, so even the upfront damage is
Ooh.
pretty poor.
This
That's
okay.
a-
He
that's a
didn't get
very
the
good
nuke
AA
damage on the
tower.
Pugna, but the
Use a little
Pugna is going
help.
to take some here.
No breaking through the Dire's structures for now.
The Pugna's pretty low. This Death Prophet wants to
Dire's
chase him.
mid tower's having
And he's the
technical
only one who's
difficulties.
going to be doing any chasing though. As everybody else is too slow.
She's so fat. Oh, nice
That's a-
Fisher.
That was an excellent Fisher. Oh no, this. Wow, they almost
Radiant
got their
Courier,
career
what are you
kill.
doing there? Get out. This
That was
Pugna's just
almost really
manning up
bad.
on her. Oh, nice Yules to disrupt the lifesteal.
It's just getting free gold.
But
This is
Nature's
going.
Prophet, very nice.
So if she had used that BKB before, like as the Nature's Prophet was teleporting in, he wouldn't have gotten that sprout off most likely.
He could have targeted the ground.
You can,
it's
but-
harder than it
Guess what's
sounds.
happening
Right.
to Dire's bottom tower?
And also like that last pulse wouldn't have gone off.
Yeah, and the Death Prophet threw out the BKB to block the
Dire's
the
bottom
bounce,
tower's
and it was
getting
just
the
way too late.
business.
And now she wasted her 10-second BKB charge.
Yeah, that's really
We're
unfortunate.
chasing this AM pretty hard bottom.
I don't.
He's gonna be
He
able to
should be
blink away.
fine. Yeah, and he still basically has very little health. He's got 3,300 gold, so we might see a heart or manta. That's generally what we'll see next, is either a heart or a manta. Maybe a disruptor or dominator.
Yeah, so with the AA ult and the AM, they're really trying hard to split push this.
Oh god, he's going... Wow, I really hope he doesn't go for a Radiance. That would make me really upset. Ooh, Blink Dagger's coming out for both Earthshaker and Alchemist.
I'm more scared of the Earthshaker with Blink Dagger, especially with the ult.
Possibly, but like the Radiant team has not been gathering up that often. They're not really a team who just kind of like runs at the enemy team as 5.
Yeah, but if you think about it, like the Weaver and the Alchemist and the AA are very low in the HP department.
Yeah.
So if they clear those 3 heroes, that
Ooh.
an AM can't do anything by
Tower.
themselves.
Oh, they're making a move on this, but we are seeing some TPs home.
Yeah, both teams kind of going for a rat Dota almost. The Dire definitely are more of an all-in push, but they're just not able to get those racks that they want so badly.
So we do finally have the Lincolns finish on Weaver, and maybe he can start doing some damage, getting some damage items. He's
Yeah, and this-
man, his farm has just been really bad this game.
Yeah, and this Nature's Prophet is now going for a sheep.
Okay. So that's not really going to help him push, and I don't think he's really interested in split pushing right now. It seems like they kind of just want to push as 5. Oh.
She's
That's
very nice.
really bad.
Oh, she's dead.
BKB
Shit.
usage there again, but
Oh, that
Nature's
force step
Prophet.
paying off. One more right click, just one more.
And Fisher's gonna come out in 4 seconds
He's gonna get it.
with the blink. He's got to juke this.
Oh,
Wow, he's not gonna go for
he
it.
man's
Okay.
down.
Yeah. That was a definite man downing, unfortunately. But they've got this push going on here, and
And look at those. And Luna has
Radiant's mid
the
tower's getting banged
the
up.
Manta style with the glaives, so look at the bounces coming out.
yeah. Why
Notice
is
how
that?
Dire might
she
Alchemist
opted
had a
to
mana.
max the glaives before Lunar Blessing, which is pretty
Radiant's mid
unconventional.
tower's in trouble.
So Anti-Mage is just sort of split pushing right now,
Dire's top
and he's
tower's
gonna get
getting
that tower.
beat down.
So I don't know what this Nature's
Dire's
Prophet's
lost the
planning to
top
do.
tower.
He can't do anything about this. Oh, but he wastes the
Uh,
blink, and is she gonna eclipse for that?
she's out of mana. There's no
Oh,
mana.
yep. I thought she was gonna solo eclipse that anti-mage.
That would probably not have been a great idea with the Manta up, and he does have the spell shield.
Yeah, I'm
So
very
he spent that like 5,000 gold for just a full Manta style.
thank goodness. I don't.
Yeah.
If he had bought anything else, I'm not sure if how I would have felt about that. I'm already upset about this figure. I'm getting a 4-staff.
So like Manta style helps out a lot with the pushing, obviously. But I think a lot of the utility of that goes away when you're facing a Luna on the enemy team. Like, the Glaives are just gonna go through and kill those illusions.
Yeah,
I'd much rather have seen a Heart, I think. A
I
Heart
think
or
the
a
Manta's
Satanic.
still very important, so he can pop the Manta illusions
Yeah.
and then blink away as they AFK push a lane safely for him.
That does require a bit more damage, though, to really be any kind of effective. Like, he needs a Butterfly in addition to the items he's got right now. To really make those Manta, like, images do decent damage to towers and waves.
Yeah, and they're not going to benefit from the Vlad's aura if he's not nearby.
Yep.
So dewarding coming out on the Radiant jungle.
He's still playing this, like, this Alchemist is still playing this hard support role.
Is he? So he has a Glove of Haste. Do you think that's going to be a very, very late Midas, or do you think he's going to go for like a Mjolnir or something?
I kind of want to say Power Treads. Like, I don't think that Gloves of Haste is ambitious at all, to be perfectly honest.
Well, the weird thing is that you think he would get the Strength component first, the Belt of Strength.
Well,
because
he's
it's
not
cheaper.
really... It doesn't seem like he's super interested in having it on him immediately, so...
I think it's a Midas.
You think he's gonna get like a 30-minute Midas?
Yeah, and then he's going to farm because this AM's dead top. Nice lockdown.
Blink into the trees? Yeah, he's
Oh, the
fine.
Fisher just barely misses.
Like, they got all that spell damage, but
So the
he's an
Earthshaker did not
anti-mage.
use the Echo Slam, and I think if he had, they might have been able to get the kill.
If he had used Echo Slam instead of the Fisher and had the Fisher up to cancel the TP, I think they would have had that.
Yeah, definitely.
BKB coming out for Luna, that'll be important.
Yeah, that will prevent the mana burn and the Crypt Swarms. It won't stop, however, the Exorcism.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm getting kind of worried for the Dire. Like, the Exorcism and the AM are going to do lots and lots of damage.
Possibly.
I think Dire are playing this right, though. They're going to sneak a Roche.
Oh, yeah.
And there is a Scythe up on the Nature's Prophet for the AM. Oh my god, there's only been 6 kills this game. Oh my god. I just died a little bit on the inside.
This is the most interesting gaming about farming that you've ever seen.
Haste!
It's been more towers killed than heroes.
You're completely right. This is the definition of Rat Dota.
Warriors of the
So both teams are kind of terrified here. That was a really good placement on the...
Radiant Radiant gonna steal this Roche?
Oh,
Oh, she pops the Eclipse, but it's not gonna do anything. Oh,
Good
the
Echo, though.
Slam is huge!
back to earth.
And this AM gets out, but the rest of his team, and they get the Roche back. This AA ult
This
is not
AA ult
gonna
is
accomplish
gonna be-
anything.
Roche is done for.
Wow.
Thanks to the Dire.
What
So
did I
that-
tell you? The Echo
man.
Slam, it's all about the Echo Slam.
so I think they kind of gave up prematurely there. I would have liked to see the AM and the Death Prophet, especially with the Exorcism still
2
going.
seconds on the sheep. Is he gonna get it off? He does.
Wow.
Oh, and they
He got
he's
it.
dead.
He got the tower. It was all worth it.
Glory.
I don't think it's. Well,
He got like 600 gold. They only got 362 for killing him.
Guess what's
they
happening
do have
to
Aegis.
Dire's
The
bottom
AM is
tower?
dead for a minute.
He's got plenty for buyback though.
Can they push this fast enough to try to force a buyback?
That, like, that should be their objective now, is to force the buyback not to try and get a
Yeah, I don't know what
Rex.
this Veno's doing. This is not the time to farm the jungle, Veno. Go help your team.
Oh, that was a really, really bad acid spray. Like, there's no that's not going to do a whole lot for them, as everything's gonna look out of that.
He's charging
so-
up the stun. They're ready to go in.
They don't really have anything.
Oh,
about
is that AA ult gonna hit? No. If that AA ult hit, I think they might have been able to pop Aegis.
They fired off a lot of those spells, I think, prematurely. They didn't really wait to line them up properly, or
Yeah.
for the
And
or for the Dire to really gather at
And
all.
look
This
at
is free gold.
The AM split push is paying off now. Look how pushed the top lane is constantly.
I wonder if he's going to get boots of travel anytime soon.
I think he needs a heart.
He's got 4,000 gold.
Like,
so
he
this
needs to
is-
start man fighting.
So this will be a Reaver or something terrible. By something terrible, I mean a Sacred Relic. I really hope it's not a Sacred Relic.
Oh,
But anytime
Radiant
you...
are smoked up. Oh, they're gonna run right into the Luna.
Oh,
She gets
that's not bad.
Yules. She does have the Aegis.
That was a good silence, too.
Phase begins.
Oh, Aegis Prophet. 10 seconds till the Echo Slam. She's gonna pop the BKB. She's
Wow!
gonna go away.
Oh my god, did you see how much damage that Nature's Prophet took? He just went from full to that much health in
They're
maybe
chasing
like
the
a
Luna.
second
She
and a half.
pops the Eclipse. Oh, but the Ghost Use. Oh, the Mana Void just barely kills the Luna, but they do get the Veno.
He's gonna stun himself.
And he's slowly dying to the Necro unit. So, Radiant pop Aegis and they kill a Veno.
Yeah, that was a really kind of bizarre team fight. Like, neither team wanted to engage. Like, neither team wanted to follow up on that fight at all.
Yeah, so the Earthshaker was here the entire time. He had like 5 seconds left on his Echo Slam, but the rest of his team were all the way back here. So
Yeah.
it would have been a waste if he had gone in on that.
I was still really surprised that Luna managed to walk out of there.
Yeah, and she bops the BKB and Eclipse. So and her
And good for the...
BKB has 8 seconds left on it,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
She's got a lot of gold, though. Like, that's almost all unreliable gold. If they had gotten that kill there, she would have been down like 1,000 gold.
And she probably would have she would have it bought back because they would have easily pushed the racks.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Oh,
catch out the
anti-mage.
AM. That sheep really paying off, and he Echo Slams to keep him on
Wow.
down. Very
Yeah,
nice.
those were... Like, he was in the animation to blink there, like, several times. That was immaculately timed.
This Earthshaker is single-handedly, I think, keeping Dire in the game.
The Dire
Yeah.
best do something
I'm
about
not even
that
joking.
bottom
Like, he's
tower.
the one keeping AM on lockdown, and the Echo Slam at Roche.
So he's got that 4,500 gold. Like, if he had a Reaver there, or a BKB, either of those, like, he just would have survived and gotten out scot-free.
Yeah, I personally think he needs a heart.
I think when he gets either of those... Oh,
The
good
Dire
deny. That
disowns
was...
that bottom tower.
That was pretty good.
Dire's mid
We were
range
just
gets
kind of going for
swamped.
Rex here.
Yeah, they want to force back TPs, but I think they're gonna. Is this gonna be
Dire
Top
trying to
tower's
trade?
in bad
Rex
shape.
race?
Radiant's toughened
Sure,
up
this
their
is a trade.
structures.
No,
Okay.
So they get the sheep off on the Weaver, but everything's fine.
Yeah, they do have... Pugna does have the Necro 3, so finding the Weaver is it's not that hard for them. It's holding him in one place long enough for them to kill him.
I was fully expecting both teams to start erase racks, but both teams man down, and I think the Dire kept their fort. The Radiant did not, though. So-
You know, I want to say, like, that's the story of this game, by the way.
What?
Just both teams manning down constantly.
And they're not even like team fight man downs; they're just push man downs.
Yeah, a total of 11 kills so far in 33 minutes.
Like the only thing that could have made this like instead of like a Weaver, if they had a lone Druid, this game would turn
Radiant's
into Ultimate
bottom
Rat.
tower seen better days.
This is just absolutely ridiculous. Like,
Rest in peace, lone Druid, you piece of shit.
if you told me
Radiant's bottom
an hour
tower
ago
in
that I was
pretty
going to be
sad right
enjoying
now.
a game with only 11 kills at 30 minutes, I would have called you stupid. But this game has had a lot of highs and lows. Like, this has been a pretty exciting game.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet, or not Nature's Prophet, Death Prophet, slightly manning up, but
Radiant's bottom
I'm not
tower
sure-
ain't a pretty
ooh.
sight right
are they gonna
now.
cancel this? No, she already
No.
used the Yules, never mind.
And Pugnet's gonna get out too.
Yeah. Yeah, the lack of lockdown or TP interruptions from Radiant was showing a little bit during that fight, because if they interrupted one of those TPs, they might have just barreled down mid and forced buyback. This Pugna, I think he's going for sheep. I could be wrong. Also, this invisibility ward has been sitting top for like the last 5 minutes. AM has... What did AM just buy? Is that a Reaver? AM just bought a Reaver.
Okay.
There's 2 Reavers on the Courier.
That.
One for the Death Prophet, one for the AM. AM's going for Heart.
Yeah, he's got the. Yeah, he has
got the point
the
booster.
yeah, the booster's already out there.
Unless that point booster's for the DP. Nope.
No, it's anti-mages. So I guess he's finally gonna drop the quelling blade for the heart.
Yeah, but he's gonna keep just enough gold in the bank for buyback, just in case.
Where is he?
He's top. All of them are there,
Wow.
but nope, they don't have the Earthshaker. They can't do it. They can't keep him on lockdown without the Earthshaker.
So he must be staying up there for a reason. Right? Wow, what?
They really want him.
How do they know? Like,
So he blinked from.
yeah, but
He was
did they
here?
hear it or see it?
So if he's here, you gotta assume max rank. Blink is
Maybe,
gonna
but
go
like,
there.
how did they know he didn't TP
Oh,
away?
they sheep up the Prophet. She gets her BKB off, and she's gonna immediately TP out.
Yeah.
That's actually huge.
The
She
BKB
wastes
is
her
down.
BKB.
Double
Yeah.
Necro 3 on the tower.
They're gonna get this. Yeah. Are they gonna
Anti-mage.
get Rax off
Got
of
one
this?
last top tower.
Yeah, anti-mage just kind of hanging
AM doesn't
out.
have TP.
Oh, good exorcism.
Oh no, he
Now they
took
need to
back.
catch. They need to catch these guys if they want to.
This Pugna, he just needs to hold off for just a little bit longer. Oh no, he's dead.
Yeah,
He's
he's
dead?
super dead.
Oh,
Oh,
big
good
Echo
echo.
Slam.
Radiant's top four.
Wow.
AM
Too
almost
bad.
die. The Earthshaker's not gonna get out alive. The Weaver backtracks. He's gonna be just fine. Or Lincoln's is on cooldown.
He should go back in for that Veno or something.
Or the Luna. They're all out of mana and HP.
God,
So
these fights are just.
AA
Ugh.
finished his Ags just a few moments ago, just in time for that team fight,
Nice.
and that prevented the Pugna from using his mech.
He's still only rank 1 Ice Blast! Oh, Ancient Apparition, you're killing me. He's level 9. He's level 9 with Boots and Lag Scepter.
That Ags though, it's preventing the mech from being any use to them in team fights. Like the Pugna could have mech'd, and then they've been able to turn that team fight around, but the AA ult is coming into play.
So
Finally.
if the Dire team go for a Roche here, like as 5, I don't think they necessarily need 5. I think the Luna can do this like with one other person. But if they were all grouped up as 5 there, and AA dropped a big ult there, they could just probably take out the game like instantly with that duration now.
Also, I really want to this invisibility rune, everyone's been ignoring it 10 minutes now.
Really?
I'm not even joking. I wish I was joking.
Well, so, I mean, the only one on the
Dire
Radiant team who's
best
been
do
over
something
there
about that bottom
has-
Oh,
tower.
top lane. They catch
Oh,
out the
is she
TP.
getting? Oh
She's gonna have the BKB.
Ain't looking
no!
good.
She's
Yeah,
using.
man.
She's used what, like 3 charges?
Can't do
She's down to
nothing
4
about
seconds
dire
now.
structures right
This
now.
AM is he gonna? No, he's not gonna get racks, but
Maybe.
oh, he does.
Wow.
The dire's mid range.
Wow.
It's gone.
Okay.
Things are looking.
So this
Really
is the
bad
way
for
that
Dire.
this is the way Volcania want to play it.
So I know how we keep on saying like the Death Prophet is using her BKB to get out of these terrible situations, but they got 1 racks out of it.
And now she's down to the minimum duration. Like it doesn't even matter. She can just totally throw that out there for the TP out for free. No, like no matter the situation.
Yeah, and I feel like I've seen a situation before One team gets a really significant lead in the push, but they just aren't able to secure a Rax early in the game.
They're gonna get this.
Roche is tough.
So
And AM gets a free Rax during that too.
did he? Oh wow.
Oh, and the AA ult, this is really bad for the Dire. She pops the Eclipse, but it's not going to do anything. Luna's dead. That's like Aegis wasted. And AM's just getting free racks in base.
Yeah. Also, ooh, good Echo Slam.
Good Echo Slam, but she's going to pick up the 2
6
supports.
in a row. 2 down.
Are they? And is this
Oh.
Death Prophet? She's going to heal. She's going to heal.
She's gonna heal, but unfortunately
that
they didn't
Aegis
get the Luna.
Prophet. Where's the... Oh, then they don't interrupt it. That was huge for the Radiant.
Yeah.
They get racks, they pop an Aegis, and their 2 carries get away scot-free. They just lose 2 of their supports, which they're glad to do that.
Yeah, the supports with like basically no net worth whatsoever. Let's take a look at that. So, Alchemist with 6,000 net worth. The Ancient Apparition with 5,200 net worth. The Venomancer's right in between them, but the Venomancer's got some nice items. Low net worth, but 2,000
Oh, they find
gold.
the AM, they sheep him up, they get the lockdown.
Wow.
He's dead.
Oh,
He
what?
Manta and blinks. How is that even possible?
Oh my god.
Come.
Yo, this anti-mage.
Dire's bottom tower's
How
He's
can
got
that
5,000
Manta saved
gold.
his life?
Man.
He juked. He disjointed at least 2 or 3 auto attacks and kept himself alive. Like that's some burning AM shit right there.
Yeah, with how many technical issues and disconnects we've seen this game, especially in the last couple of games out of Volcania in particular, like I'm pretty impressed at the timing level of abilities that they've been pulling off consistently.
Yeah, oh, they find the AM again, they sheep, but they just don't have the lockdown, they don't have the rest of his team, and he's just gonna...
Yeah, when the Necro 3 comes out, he's gotta skedaddle a little bit. Ooh, now the Weaver's gonna start doing some damage.
Did he just pick up Deso?
Yep.
Yep. And he's got enough money for buyback. Oh, actually no, if he dies, he would not have enough.
Hmm.
Can this AM backdoor the racks by himself?
Oh,
No creeps?
okay, Nature's Prof getting AA ulted. So he's basically out of the fight for 20 seconds or something. Oh.
Big Echo Slam, but it's
Unfortunately,
just for an AA.
yeah, AA the only one.
That's... I hate to say it, but that's cheating. That Eclipse is not even gonna...
Hitting creeps mostly. They got the Alchemist, but
They are gonna get the Alchemist. The Luna's on a wicked kill streak, but it doesn't matter. They're losing racks again. And they can't lock down this AM anymore. He's too tanky.
it's getting to the point where this Weaver is going to be threatening lanes by himself as well. And I think Anti-Mage is just waiting for that heart to heal him back to full.
And he's gonna jump right back in. Yep.
Dire's
He
top
can easily
rats
finish
are
that
Uh,
off.
hits. Nothing left of Dire's top rat.
The rat is strong with this AM. Do they have enough for? Do they have the sheep?
Nope.
He did have sheep. Why didn't he sheep? Unless it just came off cooldown when he blinked. That Nature's
Who
Prophet had sheep.
knows? Who knows?
I think this game. I liked the Dire's picks. I really liked the the Earthshaker and the strong push they had, but they waited too long.
Yeah, it was that early aggression. Like they took out a bunch of towers, and we mentioned it. Like, we said it a bunch of times that if they didn't keep the pressure on, they were gonna go down to the Anti-Mage. And
Like I said, once that AM got his Battle Fury and had enough money to build half his Manta, he's a ticking time bomb.
yeah, you just can't let unless you have like a very specialized set set of tools. Like you need to keep a lid on that Anti-Mage.
Or you can
There's
just
the
somehow
Boots of
out-parry
Travel.
him. Which you can't with the Luna and
Yeah.
nothing else.
So Boots of Travel coming out. He's most of the way towards this Abyssal being finished as well.
He's gonna save it for. He has boots of travel. They find the Weaver, but yeah, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
Pugna does have a sheep now too, but I don't know if that's gonna make a difference.
It looks like they want to go after this Death Prophet.
So,
Roots and run.
oh, nice force staff, but he doesn't sheep her.
Yeah. Did he like block himself with that tree?
He blocked himself with the tree in.
Ruin and Dia's top ranks.
This nature,
Wow.
this Death Prophet just mans up, but she's gonna die.
Dia went and fortified their structures.
She yules,
Dia's
and she does have the
top ranks is
TP.
in trouble.
She BKBs bees. They can't get her.
Wow. They just don't have the damage.
Dia's
They would go
top
for the
ranks
Alchemist instead.
didn't make it.
I don't know what Weaver's doing.
And this Weaver's just gonna backlapse everything.
Yeah.
I don't know why the
it-
Luna did not pop the Eclipse for that kill on the Death Prophet.
It's weird.
And while this is going on, AM pushes another lane of racks.
Wait, what? Oh, he went up that time. He's being sneaky with these blinks.
Whoever Volcania is, he is. We've seen him on Tinker, we've seen him on AM. He's just the ultimate rat right now.
Oh, that's just the team tag. You mean Camu?
Or Camu.
The
They do.
Dia's
They
bottom
spot
ranks
the
got
Death
problems.
Prophet. Her BKB is coming off
It's
cooldown.
a refresher on
The
Nature's
Earthshaker
Prophet.
solo ults just for
Dia's
her,
bottom
and
ranks.
she
They do
dies.
get it, but there's the Rex going down. Even through the backdoor protection.
They do catch the AM at the end of his blink. They sheep him up. But they just don't have that damage. Then the Luna not right clicking the AM for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Seconds, 2
Another
seconds, 1 second. There he goes
And-
again. Wow.
Ooh.
The
And then
teleport
he's
in.
with the sheep and he's dead.
Wow. Okay, now he just has to use part of his 4,000 gold to buy
Will he
back.
buy back? Does he even need to? Stay tuned.
Not really. That's the secret. He doesn't actually need to buy back.
And
Boots of travel on
the
Earthshaker.
Earthshaker just to deal with this. Dire hanging in there. And
Yeah.
it's so sad. They have 17 kills. Luna's on a kill streak and it doesn't matter. And she just
Oh.
gets satanic.
Yeah.
And she has buyback. I think this is an all-in push. This is the only way they can win the game.
It kind of has to be. Death Prophet's just gonna go to town.
And
as
she
soon
has
as
a
this creep wave
TP.
comes back
Radiant's
up.
mid tower's coming apart.
I'll give them
Have
a
fun
drubbing
trying
they'll
to
not
bust down
There's the
Radiant
buyback.
structures now.
Oh, and the tact pause.
Wow. Wow. Lag. It's a very opportune.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. So, the Weaver's got TP, the Death Prophet's got TP.
All right, carry on.
They're actually. Wow, okay, they're going
Earthshaker's coming
back.
Rough day.
They
for
pick off the
Dia's
AA,
bottom ranks.
but he got his ult on.
Wow, Alchemist's just gonna die straight up.
9 in a row.
That Mana Void was huge. This Luna can't deal with this. She
Yeah, she can't
satanic.
deal.
That's
She
game.
can't take all of them by herself.
And Earthshaker's dead. All the buybacks.
Triple kill.
They force out the buyback, but what was it worth?
Yeah.
I guess they were counting on AM not having buyback. And they don't have the Earthshaker. They sheep him up. They pop the Eclipse. Do they change sheep him enough? If they kill him,
Yeah, they got
AM's
him.
dead for 112 seconds.
And the big question is, like, these creeps are gonna take out. That's their last racks. They're gonna get
Dia's
megas.
bottom ranks ain't in a happy
And
place.
Death Prophet doesn't have her ult for 60 seconds. 50
There's-
seconds.
Fond
There's the
farewell
megas.
to the Dia. Radiant's got a
Like,
case
real-
of them.
Can
Dire
they-
have to go in all now. If they don't go all in and win now, it's game over. This is their only chance. 40 seconds till the Death Prophet ult, and she's useless without it. They sheep her up. This Luna needs to be focusing the racks. But they forgot there's a Weaver. He has AP and
Radiant's
Deso.
mid tower's
Oh
getting
no,
low.
he's killing the,
Luna's trying to fight. She pops a Satanic, but why? She's not healing up because of the AA ult.
Wow, the Pugna died to the Mega Creeps!
Oh, the huge
Radiant's
Echo
mid
Slam. Are they
tower's
gonna kill the
getting
Death
1-4,
Prophet?
2 down.
Death Prophet's dead for 120 seconds. Dire are gonna win.
Oh my
this.
god, the Mega
Gonna win
Creeps.
this.
The Mega Creeps are murdering them.
Everyone's
No, they're dead!
Where's the Weaver?
The Weaver.
Dire's mid tower's somebody's on a roll.
Oh my god, the Weaver.
Is he gonna kill?
The Weaver!
Four in a row.
He got all 3 of them!
Oh, everyone's dead.
Dire's mid tower could
Go,
use a little
boys,
help.
go.
Weaver buys back just to guarantee it.
Punishment.
And that's it. They've got Mega Creeps in their base. They're not gonna get another shot at this. Every Rax is still alive.
160
Smokes.
HP left on the Ancient. Oh no.
It was lower than that. It was down to like 120.
If the Death Prophet or the Nature's Prophet was probably 3 right clicks from winning the game.
I mean, they even had like Necrobook minions and stuff.
Uh,
The Weaver went down, but he had buyback, so that wasn't going to stop
No, and the
him.
AM's
Nothing
back,
now.
and oh, that's it.
The
bullshit.
AM's back
Dire
being
buildings are tough as
anti-mage.
nails for now.
It's
Dire's
AM,
mid
ladies and
tower
gentlemen,
will
that's all
last
she
much
wrote.
longer.
Yep.
Hope the Dire
Volcania
work
once
partial for
prevails
that mid
again.
tower. The Dire's
They're
ancient
they're
could
on,
last.
they're playing real well.
That's a
Like
win
they,
for the Radiant.
this game could not have been won by a lesser team. There was some. Wow. Okay. And they definitely deserve this next match. They're going up against E-Hug, I believe.
The Nature's Prophet a little salty about that pause. Also, he had a refresher. I don't know how I feel about that.
He got that real late, like as their last Rax was being picked up. He used it like twice, I think, and just to spam his ult again.
I think if he had a little bit more right click, I think he would have won the game.
So if he had gotten that Necro book before the Force Staff, or like with a Shadow Blade, I think they could have gone a lot quicker.
No, but even when they were going at the Ancient, if he had just a little more right click
Oh,
damage, I
Yep.
think they would have won. Oh man, that game. Man,
That was
that's what
an
those-
intense one.
That's what those Rat Dota push games are all about. It's those last, like, 2 minutes.